Hi guys, it's Cindy Lietz, your Polymer Clay Tutor, and today's studio tip. I'm going to show you my favorite products and supplies from 2016. Now, over the past year, I have worked with a lot of different products. Some I've bought, some have been sent to me, and several of them have come to the surface as being my favorite. I've come back to them over and over and really like them. So I thought I would show them all to you. And I did this last year and it went over really well. I just watched that video and they're all still my favorites. So if you haven't seen that video yet, make sure to check that out. Now I'll make sure to put links to all the products and the videos that I did on these in the description below, so you don't have to go hunting them down. All right. Now, also make sure to stay to the end of this video because I have a little bit of a sneak peek of some products that I'm going to be showing you for 2017. Alrighty. Okay, so like I said, I have videos on a lot of these products and I will mention it. There's a couple of them I didn't do review videos on. I just showed it to my behind the scenes studio cam people, but a lot of them I have done reviews on. The first one I'm going to talk about here is this gray mat that you can see in the background here. It is the Ken Oliver Best Ever Craft Mat. That's the actual name of it, the Best Ever Craft Mat. And I really loved using it this year. It's very large. It covers a lot of my surface. It's 36 inches wide and 24 inches deep, so it's quite large. It will protect your surface from just about anything. Heat, so you can use heat tools and your like hot glue gun, all that kind of stuff. Inks, paints, nothing will stick to it. I love everything about it except for one thing. The top surface is sticky. Well, not sticky, but grippy. And same with the bottom surface. They're both grippy so that they don't slide around. That's why it sits so nicely on here. The problem with that is lint and glitter and stuff stick to it pretty good. But it wipes off super easy if you just use a baby wipe. So if it was going to be the very bestest mat ever for me, it would be slippery on the top side and grippy on the underside. But other than that, I absolutely love it. It's been very durable and I love it. Now the other things that I have used a ton this year, and I have talked about these, is planners. One planner I set up to do color swatches, and this is mostly just the binder really and the little pockets, but I have color swatches of all the different baked polymer clay that I have in my studio. And this is a great reference tool for finding out what the color looks like once it's been baked and how it compares and all that kind of thing. So I have used this color planner and my daytime planner. I absolutely love this. I've been using this the whole year now. This is the Carpe Diem A5 planner. I've gone through the whole year. I'm now at December. As you can see, it's a super busy month. I also did lots of the cute little fun things just so that I would be distracted from all of the crazy stuff that I have to do this month. But I've used it a ton for my personal planning, my business planning. I also have all kinds of my tutorials, and everything is all in here. Also, another use for this planner is that I have an inventory of all of my supplies, at least the ones that I buy regularly, and this way I can make sure to not double buy the same product. So I take this binder with me every time I go shopping, and if I'm in Michael's or whatever and I see something on sale, I can see if I already own it and then not double buy it. I love this. It's in great shape. It hasn't worn out at all. I've bought more pages for it and I'm going to be using it again next year. So just thought I would let you know about that. Now, something that you probably see in every video are a couple of things here. One is my Heidi Swap light box. I love it. It's a sassy little sign that I can say anything I want to, and that way I don't have to keep re-explaining things. I just love it. And I even made a little organizer for all of the little alphabet things. What do you call them? Alphabets. And I did a video on that as well, and I've been using it all the time. I have plans to use that in every video for the next whatever amount of time, at least next year or even more. Another thing you may have noticed is this Ott light. This is one of the three-way Ott lights, I think it's called. This one will be like, you can clamp it onto the table, onto the desk. You can turn it into a floor standard light, or a desktop light, like it has a different base to it. So you can use it in quite a few different kind of situations. This one also has a little clamp on it here where I've got my notes for what to put in this video. And also it has a magnifying glass. Now that I'm getting older, I find that it's really tricky sometimes to see the super detailed stuff. In fact, I used it just this week to thread a needle. So it's really handy. You can pop it out of the way. And the nice thing about an Ott light is it uses true light, so I can use it with my color mixing of the polymer clay and make sure that I have the true color, and it's not making it more orange or more blue or something that it's not supposed to be. So that is a nice thing to have. Okay, so some of the other things that I have used a ton is storage units. I've got a couple of different ones here that I will show you. The first one is this revolving bin storage unit. I've had it for a whole year now, used it every day. It's absolutely loaded with product. I love it. It's in just as good a shape as it was last year. In fact, you can see there's dust on stuff now. It's been in there long enough. I love it. In fact, I may just buy another one when I move to the other studio. It uses hardly any footprint space off the countertop, and you can get tons in it. I have a video on that, of course. Another great product, maybe I'll move these so you can see it better, is this acrylic organizer. It's great. It's by Melody Susie, and I've got all my mica powders, and here's some little sparkly powders from Mandarin Ducky are in here. All my glitters, and it's beautifully made and quite pretty looking, and I have put it on my desk and never removed it. It's very efficient, and I really like that product. I also really love these bins. I'm going to be buying some more of them. These are fridge bins. This is a slim one, and this is a large one. There is also a medium, which I haven't bought, but I love how long they are, how perfectly strong they are. They look clean. They hold a ton of product in it. This one here, I've got absolutely loaded with rubber stamps and die cuts. Oh, what else is in here? Silk screens, which I'll talk about in one second, and rubber stamps and stencils and all kinds of stuff. This is absolutely loaded. I'm going to be doing a little bit more organizing with it and putting dividers and stuff in it, but I love it. I'm going to be buying more of those for the studio. Now, the other thing that I've got a lot of this year is new products. Now, you can see the ones in here. Several of these were designed by fellow polymer clay artists. So I'm just going to show you some of those. This set, oh, and actually back to the storage, these little containers here, you can buy them usually in these sort of translucent colors, sometimes different colors, white as well. I have used these a ton. I've got a big stack of them at the back of my studio filled with all kinds of things, but I've also got sets of polymer clay things in them. If they were from other artists, like this one here, this is a set, a bunch of different things from Teresa Salgado from Pandora. She has some great polymer clay tools, but they fit into these, they're photo boxes really. What they are is they are 3 by 4, I believe. Yeah, 3 by 4 photo boxes. And they're meant for putting photographs in, but I just love them. They stack nicely and you can put tons of stuff in them. But let me just show you what Teresa has sent me, and I have really enjoyed it. These are all acrylic tools. So I've got different, these are called cane ends. I did a review on this as well. These are for reducing polymer clay canes. There's also a bunch of different rods in several sizes in round and square. They are called cane benders, and they're for manipulating your polymer clay canes. There's also some tools in here called square pairs. They're cute names. They're square acrylic rods that you can use for reducing polymer clay, making canes more square, that kind of thing. So really great tools. The quality is nice, and the prices are great. And because she's a polymer clay artist, she knows what works with polymer clay, and so those have been great. Another clayer by the name of Tanya Lenderman sent me some silk screens and rubber stamps. Her little store is called Tanya's Treasures. And like I said, I'll have links to all these things in the description. But she sent me a bunch of really great silk screens that she has designed. And they're quite unique. She's got tons and tons of different patterns. And some rubber stamps. Also, she designed and handmade herself. I did a little tutorial on a technique called Sutton Slice, where I use these stamps here, and they've been fantastic to use. I'll be going back to those over and over again in the future. You can never have too many stamps and designs because you can mix them and change them with so many different things. Another fabulous polymer clay artist is Aniko, and her little store is called Mandarin Duck. Sometimes Mandarin Ducky is her YouTube channel's name, but her products have been just absolutely fantastic. I just love her designs. They're so great. She's got fabulous packaging. The designs are very usable, and they're just stunning. There's not too many stamps of this kind of quality out there, and I just love her products. I also got some silk screens from Elisa and Kira from Polymer Clay TV, and these are really great silk screens for screen printing on polymer clay. They have, they're nice and large, so you can get quite a large area done, and the designs were designed by them as well, and quite unique. And I also got this wonderful set of little cutters that I've used a ton from Little Funky Tools. They're just tiny, tiny little cutters in round and oval and teardrop shapes. Unfortunately, she's not selling them right now just because there was the amount of sales that she got was a little overwhelming, and so she has decided to not sell them right now. But Aniko from Mandarin Ducky is also selling them. So if you still want some of those round cutters, she's got them in round, and then you can shape them yourself. But I've used these little cutters a ton. Now, I also got some products, or I bought and some were sent to me, products from some larger companies. So I'll show you those now. One of them is our old favorite company, and that is Polyform, and they have these 3 new liquid polymer clays that are pearled. So there's a pearl liquid polymer clay, gold, and silver, and you can do some wonderful cool effects with them. I have been using the liquid clays in another product I got from a company called Sugar Veil, and these are little silicone mats where I made these little leaves using liquid polymer clay. And there's just so many cool things that you could do with these Sugar Veil mats and the liquid Sculpey. So I'm going to be doing a lot more of that in the future. And I have a little secret to tell you at the end of the video about something that's happening with these. Also, another huge favorite is Pearl X powders. A company called Jacquard sent me Pearl X powders and some Pinata Inks. And oh man, do I love these. I'll be using these for the rest of my life. They are the most wonderful products. Now, Pearl-Ex powders are like sparkly mica powders that you can use in all sorts of techniques. I have many videos on using them, or a few anyways. And also Pinata alcohol inks. Now, the colors with Pinata are nice and bright and great looking. They have metallics and all kinds of neat stuff. So those are the other two products I have used a lot this year. And now I can tell you about some of the new stuff that's coming up in 2016. Not 2016, 2017. Oh, I'm getting lost. There are some really cool things coming up for next year, and I'm just going to show you a little sneak peek of them. First of all, I mentioned it. These aren't even in package yet, so I can't really talk about it too much, but there are some new liquid clays coming out from Carpe that you are going to love. They are really gorgeous, but that you'll have to see later. Another exciting thing that is in my studio now is, and I will be showing you soon, is the Lucy Clay machine. This one is the Mammoth, and it also has a built-in Lucy Clay slicer on this end for slicing canes. This is like a pasta machine on steroids. Honestly, this is something else, and this is something that any of you commercial level or professional level clayers will want to have, and any of you that just must have the best. So I will be talking about that and doing a proper review of that very soon. Another exciting thing is some Cernet. I think it's called Cernet. It could be Cernet. This is a polymer clay out of Europe. It's made in Belgium, and it's very popular there. And Emmeline from Sargent Guimauve, she's a YouTuber. She's from France, and she sent her and her another lady sent me these. I'll talk more about this in the future. But they sent me a bunch of samples. There's lots of really great colors, and I'll be reviewing it and testing it, comparing it to the other clays that we have already. Another neat product that I'll be doing some stuff with is Composite Mold. It's a reusable molding material that you can remelt in the microwave. I also have another product from them called Impressive Mold Putty, and I'll be testing that and showing you lots of neat stuff to do with that. I also have a kind of a real cool way of using it that has got nothing to do with molding. And lastly, I did do a quick unboxing of this. I don't know if you can see this better. This is the new pen making kit and poly clay starter set from Penn State Industries. And I unboxed it and showed you all the neat stuff of it in it, but we're going to be actually making one of the pens and stuff in the future. So those are the products that I wanted to share with you. And I hope that you enjoyed that and that you're excited about this upcoming year. And if you've got suggestions for products you'd like me to review in 2017 or your favorite products from 2016, do leave those in the comment section below. All right, so have a happy new year, and we will see you soon. All right, bye for now.